All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for a deep dive into productivity? I mean, like, really figuring out what works based on real data. Forget those generic time management tips. We're going deeper this time.
Way deeper. We found this awesome study that actually tracked how productive people are at different ages and everything.
It's like a cheat sheet for getting things done.
Yeah. And the cool thing is they had a huge range of people, like 18 years old all the way to 63.
So we're talking about real people, not just some theory.
Exactly. The average age was like 39, so right in the thick of things. And they looked at all sorts of stuff, how many hours people work, how much they exercise, even how much time they spend chilling out.
Okay, so let's break it down by age group. First up, the younger crew, 18 to 30. What's the secret sauce for them?
Well, for that group, the study found that putting in the hours, like really maximizing work time, that was a big predictor of being productive.
I can see that. Young, energetic, building their careers. But does that mean it's all about grinding 24/7?
Not necessarily, even for the younger group. They found that focused screen time was super important, like using those hours wisely on work or learning something new, not just endless scrolling.
Right, because social media can be a huge time suck.
Totally. And, even when you're young and full of energy, it's still crucial to learn how to prioritize your tasks and set boundaries. Take breaks, avoid burnout.
Makes sense. So what about the next age bracket, that 31 to 50 crowd? What shifts for them?
Things start to get more balanced. The study found that this group really understands the whole work-life balance thing.
Like realizing you can't just work all the time.
Right. Exercise becomes a much bigger factor, and leisure time too. They're starting to figure out that taking care of themselves actually helps them be more productive.
I'm in that age group and I can totally relate. It's a constant juggling act, but the study's saying that's a good thing.
Seems like it. Then we hit the 51 to 63 group, and guess what? They seem to be the most chill of all.
Wait, so they're not just kicking back and retiring early?
Nope. They're still productive, but their focus has shifted even more towards physical activity and relaxation. It's like they've figured out the long game.
Makes sense. They've put in the work, they know what matters. All right, so
Good.
let's get into some specifics. First up, how many hours of work should we be aiming for each day?
Well, the study found that the sweet spot for daily work hours is between 6 and 8.
Okay, so it's not about burning the midnight oil.
Not really. They actually found that each extra hour of work within that 6 to 8 hour range boosted productivity by 4%. But beyond that, it starts to drop off.
So quality over quantity. Now let's talk about screen time. We all love our devices, but they can also be huge distractions. What did the studies say about screen time and productivity?
This is interesting. They found that every hour of focused screen time, meaning time spent actually working or learning something, can actually boost productivity by 1.6%.
So it's not about ditching the screens altogether, it's about using them intentionally.
Exactly. It's like anything else, you got to be mindful. Mindless scrolling, on the other hand, that's a recipe for wasted time.
Oh, tell me about it. Any tips on how to stay focused when we're online?
Definitely. Try using website blockers to avoid those tempting time waster sites. Or maybe a time tracking app to see where your hours are really going.
Ooh, good idea. Some people even swear by having a dedicated workspace to kind of create a mental separation between work time and relaxation.
That's a good one. Anything that helps you stay focused. Okay, now onto something I know you love, exercise.
You know it. I'm always preaching about how good it is, not just for your body, but for your brain too. Does the study back that up?
It absolutely does. They found that physical activity was a major productivity booster. Ideally, aim for at least 30 minutes a day.
Okay, 30 minutes, got it. But what if you're not a gym rat? Does it have to be super intense?
Not at all. Even just a brisk walk or taking the stairs instead of the elevator can help. Every little bit adds up.
Love that. Okay, now for the fun part, downtime. What did the study say about the connection between relaxation and productivity?
This was one of the most surprising findings. They actually found that spending about 2 hours a day on hobbies or just chilling out actually boosts productivity.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
So taking a break isn't just about avoiding burnout, it's actually making us more productive.
It seems that way. It makes sense when you think about it. When you give your brain a chance to relax and recharge, you come back to your work feeling refreshed and more creative.
I'm totally on board with that.
Yeah.
What kinds of relaxation activities did this study look at?
It was pretty broad. Everything from reading to spending time with friends and family to pursuing hobbies. The key is to find what works for you, what truly helps you unwind and recharge,
So, permission to Netflix and chill.
as long as it actually helps you relax and de-stress. All right, now on to the big one, sleep. Everyone's always looking for that magic sleep number for peak performance.
Yeah, like how many hours do we really need?
Well, the study didn't find as strong of a direct link between sleep and productivity as some of the other factors we've discussed. While the standard 7-9 hours is still crucial for overall health and well-being, it didn't seem to be the be-all and end-all for productivity in this particular study.
Huh, that's interesting. Any theories on why that might be?
It could be that individual sleep needs vary a lot, or maybe that the quality of sleep matters more than the quantity. It's also possible that those other habits we talked about, like exercise and relaxation, have a more immediate effect on how we feel and function during the day.
So it's not just about clocking in enough hours. It's about setting ourselves up for good quality sleep
Yeah,
with a solid routine and all that.
exactly. Last but not least, let's talk about the commute.
Ah, yes, the daily grind. Did they find any connection between commute times and productivity?
Interestingly, no, not directly.
So it doesn't really matter if you're battling traffic for an hour each way.
Not in terms of this study. However, it does make sense that a shorter commute could free up time for other things we know DO boost productivity, like squeezing in a workout, pursuing a hobby, or even just getting a few extra minutes of sleep.
Right. It's all about how we're using that time. Wow, this deep dive has been packed with insights. To recap, what have we learned today?
Well, it seems that productivity is not just about working harder, but about working smarter. Finding that sweet spot of 6 to 8 hours of focused work, using our screen time intentionally, incorporating exercise and relaxation into our days, and prioritizing good sleep. These are all key ingredients for success.
It's like a holistic approach to getting things done, not just a bunch of hacks, but a lifestyle.
Exactly. It's about finding what works best for you and creating a sustainable routine that supports both your work and your well-being.
Love it. All right, listeners, that's a wrap on this productivity deep dive. I hope you found it as insightful as I did. What one habit are you going to try tweaking this week to boost your own productivity? Let us know in the comments.
And remember, this is just one study. There's always more to learn. So keep experimenting, keep tweaking, and keep striving for that peak productivity, whatever that looks like for you.
Until next time, stay productive, everyone.